Look at that, bro. I was in that lobby right now. That is crazy. Sorry for the sneeze. I'm Jozu, by the way, and I play mostly Valorant on my YouTube channel. So let's get straight to the point. We're going to help you guys to get on Ascendant. I see that their crosshair placement is horrible. I wouldn't say it's really horrible, but I would notice that the crosshair placement is not that great. And instinctively do this. It's like slicing a pie. This is a good crosshair placement.
Sige, dyan ka lang eh. Right?
Mainly crosshair placement is very crucial when playing a game. And having that, a good crosshair placement will lead you kill a player and ultimately winning a round. In my personal experience, I would just do like this. I'm hugging the wall with my crosshair so that the enemy, when they swing, I would react. When I watch on specific map, the enemy team was like pre-fire crosshair placementing his crosshair on the wall. He was facing the wall, then peeking like this of my crosshair, where I placed it on the wall. And when I placed it, it was right on their head. Then after I see them, I just fire, then move up or move in. I just fire, then move in.
T6.
What is
Enemy remaining.
Yes.
One crucial thing to put your crosshair, you don't want to put your crosshair on the edge of the wall. You need to put the crosshair like 8 inch off the wall, because when they swing, you could instinctively react to it, then boom, off their head. Or when they swing tight, you could instantly react to it. Much better than having your crosshair here, that if they swing, you would have less time to react because of it. And therefore, always put your crosshair like this. Have always an inch of the wall. And most of the pro players putting their crosshair like this. Like this. Because they're expecting it to have a person to swing that corner. That I always use the WAD. WD or WA. It makes you move a lot slower because you're doing a diagonal. You would be killed faster and it would suck. You always press W, only the W key, or D to turn. A, turn, D to turn. I know it's kinda awkward to use because most of lower elos use a WA or WD to check corners. And it's a bad habit to keep. So always break that habit when clearing site or when you're rushing site. So when I try to rush the site, I would do this. That's W, that's A, that's W again, that's A. I am expecting someone to be here. After I expected someone to be there, and if there's no one there, you can clear corners right here. Then boom, jiggle pick it. There we go. Then check corners. Always check corners, guys. Always hug the wall. After you hug the wall, check corner here. After you check corner here, then go aside. Okay, in this situation here, I check every corner when entering site, and also when entering site, you always use your abilities to help you enter the site. So that's why it makes it a lot easier to go into the site and plant it. You need to capitalize on the space that you get in a map. Therefore, a ton of control. Getting the space of a map is very crucial because you need it. You need it to contest, you need to plant, and mostly very useful when you're trying to get into site. Always check your corners, and lastly, the crosshair placement. I have two variants or three variants here. I would, first of all, the crosshair would hug the wall, then peek. After that, I have another one. Is where I pick and predict an enemy at my line of sight. So here, I am thinking that there's an enemy right here, and when I swing, it's on their head. As like to this example, we can see that I'm using all the techniques that I teach you on crosshair placement, and when entering the site, you got to use that crosshair placement. Always place your crosshair before you peek. Okay? Always place your crosshair before you peek. Here. After that, boom. You have cleared here, so that can help your team to go here. After you clear there, you can clear here. And if you notice it, I always jiggle pick when I'm going to site with my team. After that, we would defend the site and basically plant it. Here, I check the minimap and got mentality. For me, mentality here is mentality in a Valorant game or in an action shooter would be crucial and important, because having a team with good comms and very interactive with you, helping each other to win the game is very good. But when you have a tilted team or tilted teammate, you don't want to argue them back. You want them to give comms, or if they're arguing back to you, just mute them. And if your enemy is trash talking you, you have the mute button. You can mute them. Just mute them. The silent treatment is the best way to rage bait that kind of person. And always having a good mentality would always have a superior mindset towards a game. Having a fresh mindset on a game is better than being a tilted player while playing a shooter game, which leads to bad aim, and bad aim leads to getting you tilt again, and it would be a cycle and a cycle and a cycle. So it's basically a one-way go to the rank. For the game sense, mostly people talk about game sense as good fundamental. And for me, I would say it as an advanced topic where you need to analyze properly what you're doing inside this game. Like, how can you identify that you have good game sense? What's game sense? Game sense is an awareness and decision where you develop an ability to read the game and understand how and why things are happening as quickly as possible. Basically, when fighting a player, you do a thing or you do a habit and you instinctively do that. It's like when you see it, you go on the left. You have an experience in the game and you play the game again and again until you see that pattern on that rank. After you see that pattern, you now do that pattern. Ultimately benefit you to rank up. So game sense, use their pattern and ultimately use it for yourself. Failure is an opportunity to learn. Losing a game doesn't mean that you're a trash player. It means that you need to improve something. You need to improve something that your capabilities, your skills have been lacking on.